It is the fire of Brazil versus the ice of the Danes as we go to Nuke. And the Danes, Astralis, are one map up in this series, but we are heading to FURIA's map pick next. Why do you think they've picked this one? Because this is a map that Astralis know and love.
That's the, I mean, the veto overlap, right? Like, it's just, they don't have like, I don't want to say they don't have good options because they have to pick to their strengths. Both teams are very good map pool. It's just that one weakness of overpass makes this whole thing look, oh no, FURIA, they look so shaky right now. No, that was the only place that they had to worry about. Everything from here on out is going to be much more even. The weird part, though, is Bubzkji coming in. That can throw everything in the face of your preparation. If you don't know what to expect, we're going to see if Bubzkji, if he's just going to slot in well, if things are really going to look different on their T sides. Like, what does this mean?
Do you think this was the plan all along, Scorny? They knew they were going to face FURIA. They've been literally charging up Bubzkji for the last month or so for this very moment.
I really don't know, because this isn't, there's no PR press that comes with this. It's a sudden announcement out of nowhere. What we saw with Vitality in terms of actually implementing a successful six-man roster was like this drip-fed process of bringing Navera in a very specific map, one at a time, and then we saw a second map from him. And I'm curious if this is going to be the case. Like, is Xyp9x just getting taken out of Nuke, and now this is what, is this Bubzkji's purpose? Is this his one purpose for this roster for the time being? Because obviously he has not played for so long that this is a really big deal. There has to be reasoning behind it. I highly doubt that they think it's just because, now's the time to pull it out. It's not like they're just trying something different for once. We're at the semi-finals of DreamHack Masters Winter, and now, out of nowhere, we have Bubzkji in the server. It has been so long. Welcome from the bench, Bubzkji. And he immediately takes over to the ramp.
Oh, he is Xyp9x.
He's gonna be thrown on ramp room. They took him out of the test tube, and they've thrown him into the server. Let's see what happens. Grand Finals qualification on the line with Astralis after a comfortable first map win. Glaive, he slips behind them inside of the smoke. It's only Vinny successfully getting a kill here for FURIA. Astralis, well, they've already found some early success. CT side momentum could be a burden and a half.
Oh, the whistling of the wind as 4 members of FURIA go down in a flurry of frags. And it's Magisk and Dupree to share the lion's share of the kills. Henny the only one left over. Will he be the one to tip the scales back into FURIA's favor? He has to suss out all of these potential kills, but there's a player in the control room who's about to get vision. However, Device, it seems like he's gone by slightly. Is there a chance for a plant? Control could swing open, but I don't think he's exposed, and the bomb will go down. 1-on-4 here for Henny. What can you do, my friend?
Die.
Die. Die, die, die. He goes down quick, and Astralis pick up the round. They haven't even seen Bubzkji. They don't even technically know he's in the server yet, okay? He hasn't even shown his face. Full HP bar playing on the ramp. They avoided him completely. What the hell is going on?
I don't know. I keep looking over at that CT side and seeing a name I don't really recognize because it's been so long.
It's been 84 years. Bubzkji, I thought he was just going to keep the bench hot forever. Thought he was just here to bring Astralis energy drinks.
Yeah, well, Xyp9x takes a seat.
To tweet. Apparently not.
Magisk gonna find a quick headshot. We had the raid boss buy of FURIA. One of those 2 AKs already successful, but Vinny gets tagged outdoors by Device's scout. Bubzkji's on the scoreboard. And so are Astralis with conviction. They look to shut down this forced attempt from FURIA.
Oh my god. Connor, he has an infinite KD.
Oh. Okay, I thought that was him.
No,
but he's over here in secret.
He's next.
He's next.
See, at least Bubzkji runs forward when he gets mollied, not back.
Yeah, that's the... That's the defining difference.
What kind of player are you? Are you the player that runs back when you get mollied or forward?
It's an important question.
Bubzkji said forward, and they put him on the bench.
And an important start to this map.
And you have to let it be him. They can't change him too much, right? They can try to help him focus his playstyle, but ultimately, he is who he is. Dupree, he is as well. Oh my goodness, he is the damage dealer, not the death dealer.
How many players can you stack in the vent?
They've been pummeled. Wow, it's like
They go running downwards.
Yeah.
Bubzkji, he's about to get tested from both sides. Decides to run forward because he's got support over the shoulder. While bomb is planted, Bubzkji's not too far from it. Oh, Dupree with the wraparound and Yuri with the Glock burst. An MP9 he finds, and he's just going to run away. FURIA happy with the bomb plant as they will be coming into the 4th round with their first full buy.
Dupree with, what is it, these late round USP headshot kills by Device, just walking around with a USP like he has dementia, turning corners. Bubzkji's 3-0. CT side. We're going to keep Bubzkji watch because it's just taken over the whole narrative of the game. This used to be about Astralis and FURIA not meeting each other for another year, for a whole year and a half. Well, they said, oh, you want to add in Henny? We'll make a roster change too. Yuri, Vinny taking damage on their way to the site. Magis, he's been so aware here outside of Squeaky, not having a lot of help, but not needing it either.
Facilities everywhere. Wallbang's going to connect from Henny. Look at all those bullet holes. It's a matter of mathematics. Dorado going to dive down into the vent. Oh, Bubzkji gets splattered, Goomba stomped. And all of a sudden, Device, well, he could get peeked twice from 2 sides of this site. Not a problem. Glaive's in the dark corner, canceling out Yuri. Dorado with the element of surprise, but little HP to make this magic happen. Glaive playing as a nuisance, swings the door closed. Yoink!
As if he doesn't exist. But there's another CT here.
Position confirmed.
Got him down to 3. Back in silo, and Device just gonna go out a little bit farther. Oh, it's coming. You can feel it. Oh, I'll take a look on the other side. It'll be a head. Oh, what is with these late round USB shots in the head? What is that? Why does that keep happening? It's every round in both games. He just comes through at the end, just shoots the last guy in the head with a pistol.
Seems like he's both Tom Cruise and James Bond.
Yeah. Oh, man. Almost a reverse in score here. 5-0 Device looking super strong. And, got a lot of good stuff here from FURIA with the wall bangs and trying to trade. But killing Magis in front of the Squeaky, it seems like that's kind of key. All a timing window here.
You want to spam 100 bullets at the start of the round, you got to keep your guard up.
Yeah.
Dupree peeks his head over the fence like a nosy neighbor.
Who's that guy from Home Improvement?
Oh, Tim Allen.
That's the main character.
I guess it depends which side of the fence you're on. That's fair enough.
Fair point. He's got a bucket hat, that guy, though. We still don't.
That's true. Astralis social media.
As long as I keep predicting Astralis, you will get your bucket hat.
Okay. Thank you for your sacrifice.
I mean, it's looking good so far, even with Bubzkji.
That is true. Everybody looking comfortable for Astralis. FURIA really haven't thrown anything too impactful. Over towards the ramp we go. It's Glaive and Bubzkji in the corner. Easy mow down for Bubzkji. He's going to find himself 3. Excellent multi-kill. Total shutdown of FURIA's attempt to get something going. Of course, this was not that full-fledged buy, but Henny has everything he needs, except for his head. Device gonna smash it like a pumpkin as Astralis take 5 rounds at the start of this one. This is an extension of the success from Overpass. It goes from like a Overpass fizzled out to Astralis are unstoppable.
Fiery pace, but I like it from FURIA too. They're here to fight. They want this. They're getting head kicked round after round, but they're not falling. They're coming back for more.
Another fiery start. Glaive just gonna spray into it. Device not even gonna get pushed back from this red box. Magisk adds a kill to the tally. This was a gun round.
What is going on? Oh my god, this game is absolutely crazy. The pace and the way that Astralis are keeping up, they're not giving up any ground whatsoever. And maybe this is why they wanted the substitution.
How are they all alive?
To keep the pressure high here on CT side. They've got 9 health between Glaive and Device.
They're everywhere. Look at all these CT silhouettes. They are everywhere.
They have 44 between Glaive, Device, and Magisk.
Debris gonna finally go down. 3 players are tagged, so if Henny is a miracle worker. Oh, but Device finds it yet again. Device is yet to die. 8-0. 6-0 for Astralis.
He just whips out the laser pointer at the end of every round and just absolutely nails the last guy. Perfect headshot every single time. I don't know what the hell is going on.
Op USP. Feels like he just looks in his direction and the guy's head pops.
Yeah, look at this, man.
It's like a secret CIA weapon.
Why'd you peek me, he said.
We find FURIA back into an awkward position. Single Galil for Case Dorado. Glaive's gonna dive down into the vent. They've got a pressured spot here on Mini. At least FURIA are not stopping. They know what they want. Early success and aggression. I mean, what they really want is a round win, but they can't have that. Not with it. Whoa!
That's illegal. How did he get that kill? Where'd that kill come from? When did... Okay, well, he'll do it. And again, they're just dealing with lots of pressure here. Glaive has been able to 180 quite well. Dupree will pick up the slack. 2 for him. Arc comes up with his knife out and... Again! Another... What is going on? Every single kill Device has ended with a headshot, whether it's just a pistol in the head or an op in the head. It's been a headshot at the end of every single round.
Show me the Bubzkji. Show me the Bubzkji. Look at this. Watch that.
Okay, whatever. Do it on land, kid. Tack timeout called.
Bubzkji's had a 1.42 and a 1.33 rating in his 2 Astralis games on Nuke, so it's kind of making a lot of sense that they want to give him a go on this one. They trust him.
Okay, hi.
Oh my god, look at that smile. It's been so long.
It's good to see. Not nervous. It's only been a question of roles with Bubzkji. But,
he's right up there.
Yeah, they're slotting him in here on Nuke.
Device has still not died.
Yeah, man. I mean, he's not died. He's getting the final kill every round. He's super sharp, not really missing shots. Just carrying forward. He's quietly had like the most insane tournament. Seriously looks like the most calm kills ever. I swear to God, this man never has to flick. Sweater God. Group up here, pressure towards Squeaky. We know this is FURIA's game plan by and large. Art's gotten shut down trying to rush into the vent. They sit back and wait. Magisk is now not in front of the Squeaky. Up top, they're really putting a lot of pressure here in the hut. Nothing's worked out so well for FURIA.
Bubzkji bails out. He's got Device. Perfect patience. Finds Henny instantly. Case Dorado just wants out of this situation. He jumps back into the cover. What does this leave FURIA with? Their options so limited. They've got Yuri up on top of the silo. I saw an early Molotov thrown out by FURIA, but it looked like it landed in Mini and not quite this back then. So Dupree's been pretty comfortable. We've got Vinny challenging the Heaven.
They have one molly on Vinny.
Yeah, but he's a little preoccupied because he's that front runner. Device. Oh, it's Dupree from behind the vent. Double kill. Peeks out. Dies to Art. Yuri.
Why?
It's the pistol.
He did it again.
He hasn't died.
He keeps getting the 5-7 kill, the headshot at the end of the round on the 5th guy every single freaking round.
He hasn't died. He's got an AK-47 underneath his chin, and he just gives us that $1 million smile. 5-7 shot. Cancels everybody out. Galil on Vinny.
Is that even a stat that exists? I just don't. Anyways, Device will go outside. Spot the cross on red with his up. He sits patiently. He waits. Smoke comes out. This is... still have another one that'll come out later. He'll throw a timing nade. It'll be meaty. Very meaty. Like a Panzerotti.
Where is he? Where is he? Yeah,
With
Device.
Italian sausage.
Still back here in the garage. Look, Vinny just turned his back because he knows what's coming. Oh, there it is.
That's how he dies, really? After all of... Okay.
Oh,
whoa, okay.
hold on.
And he's not
Yeah,
stopped
yeah,
yet.
hold on. This could be something special. Henny's got the Galil up, trying to get a player off of the heaven, but that's Bubzkji to take his place. Then Yuri with that op picked up. Have they lifted the curse? Is there a direct correlation between Device dying and FURIA winning a round?
Drops the easiest shot ever. What a scrub.
FURIA 16-8.
Mid-round rotations. They're coming into lower. Listen. FURIA, yes, they have the man advantage, but they're low on numbers. Do we have control being tested? Okay, they plant for it, and they have the op on that side. Really good spot here for FURIA. And the game plan immediately changes over to this side because that's the place of interest. Of course, the bomb cannot be defended from the other side, so Magis will close the door just to get things cleaned. Quesarado, nice shot. Oh, that nade's gonna travel, but it doesn't do the damage necessary. CZ75, 2K for Quesarado in the control door. He's the bouncer, and the club is closed. There is a direct correlation between Device dying and FURIA winning rounds.
Do you think it's just... We've seen Tom Cruise, we've seen the Mission Impossible and Vertigo. On Nuke, he's fully fledged James Bond.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. Like especially with all of these pistol kills, especially with the USB kills.
Art took 11 opening duels on Overpass in 22 rounds. King of the first 10 seconds. Because with him, you only need 10 seconds because he's so intense.
I'm going to let that one ruminate. In this situation, FURIA will not buy another op. Maybe because they can't afford it. A couple of M4s shared here. Oh, sorry. Henny does have one. Excuse me. Forgive me. He's got it out. Device in the credit card, and he's been nothing but cash.
But let's see if that last round has him broke. It's like one of the most passive rounds yet from FURIA. I feel like they didn't expect to win the last one. Now they don't know what to do. Utility comes soaring over the boxes. It's Device versus Henny, and Henny's gonna get it. That's a big pickup.
And one or two. A couple of rounds now
But
over him.
tons of
Device.
down. Oh!
Okay, no scope. On the flick as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, a challenger approaches.
Let's go.
It's going to take something, some sign of life for FURIA. Maybe Henny's our man. Bubzkji's down in the secret stairs, kind of lurking around in the tunnels. They're going to put pressure on Yuri to excavate the A site. Magisk.
Dupree's position. This is a place where...
Behind box?
Yeah, this is a really strong position. He has to fight forward, right? But if no one actually tests him through Hut, this is going to become even more powerful. Magis, they're going to try to find this. Yuri, he wants to move out.
Look down.
This is going to get you killed, my friend.
Now Dupree can focus forward. Quesarado's... Oh, Dupree! 3 kills. Art knows exactly where he's at. He's got 10 seconds left, and he comes out during the incendiary.
Do 3.
13 kills, 4 deaths. 4K on that last round. FURIA. 1 pump chumps.
They'll have to take a knee. after the clinic that Dupree just put on. Oh my God, after Henny gets that 3K round with the no-scope.
Dupree gonna be tested yet again. Oh, he is unstoppable. Yuri and Vinny, couple of kills back for FURIA. This is an opening. This is one of those mid-round moments where they've at least found some kind of a solution, but Dupree, oh, he's gonna get executed. Of course, it's Henny to keep it alive, but Device survives as always, it seems. He has 2 kills on that op this round. It's Device and Bubzkji. The pillar of Astralis and the freshly implemented bench warmer that we have all been waiting for. You know how frustrating it was as a Bubzkji fan to watch him sit there? I was waiting and waiting.
F5, F5, F5. Come into the starting lineup.
Now we get to see it in the clutch.
Oh man, Henny, he could have had any spot in the world.
And he picked this one.
They didn't know they were going to just wait so long.
Device comes up from heaven.
What is going on?
Bomb beyond the halfway point. Henny on the front site, doesn't know what's happening, doesn't know where they are, sees Device above, and it's a distraction as Bubzkji puts the AUG to his head at a 10th to the board for Astralis.
You saw that flash as well, right at the end. Lands opposite site as Bubzkji comes to clear out the angle. It looks like luck. It's timing created. That is tough stuff. The mow down in the Molotov.
What's Elliot got for us? 8 of Henwan's deaths on Overpass, 14 of those, came at the hands of Tom Cruise. This is why he's using pistols, boys. He's just got to style it out after that first map.
He's going to take it easy.
Yeah, he knows what the crowd wants. We might not be on LAN, but he knows how to get people randy in Twitch chat.
Hen 8. Hen got 8.
Work on it.
Called out.
Don't call me out. Connor wouldn't have called me out for that.
You would have hurt me.
This is the strangest game ever. It feels like
odd,
we're in
right?
playground mode.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel like Counter-Strike right now. And I'm here for all of it.
What are you thinking of Bubzkji's return then while we've got this break?
It works well with whatever the hell's going on. They're just all like, I don't think they're even calming, you know? It's looking so easy. They're actually fighting fire with fire. They're fighting FURIA with FURIA.
They thawed.
Yeah.
Elliot, we need some facts. Get some facts in our faces.
What else you got, man?
Please.
They've been good so far. Very good.
Is it bad that every time I see Device's player cam, I'm hoping his little Pomerian ace pops up?
What's a Pomerian?
His little, you know when those like fluffy dogs, it doesn't really look like a dog. It kind of looks like something you buy in a toy shop.
Sorry, your accent got me. Pomeranian.
A little pom.
I got you, Frankie. I get it.
But do FURIA.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
He didn't even want to shoot.
He's just like, I'll give it to him. Give over the ramp room. Bubzkji on the AUG. Glaive on the front. 5 kills, 5 assists, 5 deaths. The 5 fingers of Astralis. They grew a 6th.
Well,
got a 2nd thumb.
Yikes. Maybe they're the extra X-Men. A good amount of space, and finally a duel will take place. Glaive's aims gets demanded upon, and Bubzkji will be in the back to try to make up for the whiff. He will find a window to escape from. Vinny will catch a rotator coming out of the vent right now. Okay, well, I thought that was the for sure free kill for him to grab. Yuri answers back somewhere else.
That was up in heaven.
Oh, the push comes in. Dupree, timing.
And the bomb dropped. Yuri's got 10 health.
Damn, dude, they're staying so fluid. This is so impressive. Like,
this is scary.
Remember when people used to call Astralis boring?
Yep.
It was because they were just so much better than everybody else at like playing a very optimized way of Counter-Strike. And FURIA have optimized their style, but of course their style is very volatile. And it's opened up a different way of winning, a Fnatic style, a way of getting into all of these different positions to give yourself even more chances in some way over playing optimally, relying on certain positions. But Astralis, it's changed up. I mean, they're keeping up, right? We don't know what the CG side would look like if a team played slower versus them.
Sure. Yeah, it just goes to show that Astralis have it in their back pocket to go toe-to-toe with the ferocious, fiery halves of Furia. But this fire looking more like an ember than anything else because it is getting absolutely outclassed. And, you know, we are the storytellers. We were trying to write the tale of a blowout on overpass into a potential reverse sweep from Furia. Now, all of a sudden, we have come to realize that Astralis are in grand finals form.
Yes.
And they're doing it with the new kid on the block. 11-4 Bubzkji at the moment. He dives down to the base of the B ramp. Let's see what he delivers. It's pistols in his face. Mac 10's AK all within the mix. K-Storado able to trade that one. And Art with a dirty deagle will keep the hopes alive. Furia, they could still do enough on this T side to give us that inkling of a chance. But things slow down here at the base of the double doors. We're going to get Dupree to get K-Storado off of the bomb site. Yuri's position now known to Glaive. But Art's trying to put his fingers into the smoke. Yuri's going to come back here, knowing Glaive's in position. And once this smoke fades, the AUG should get the better of him. Or Glaive calls out the spot, and Art has to trade this. Device with the AWP and his trusty 5.7, the headshot machine. Art's just able to slip down beneath the rafters. Now he's running, causing a distraction. All the while, we've got Henny sitting back inside of Dark, but Device, he's on top of the bomb.
On the other side?
Don't do it to him.
You're kidding. Oh,
Knifes out.
Jesus Christ.
Henny stops it, and the bomb pops to take down one of the final two. A second round for Furia. But is it too little, too late?
That's because of Art's deagle, right? The one in front of control all the way into decon.
Yeah. Bada boom.
Barely landed. Sick shot, man. Playing Quake. Well, they turn something, ramp control, into a lower hit. That's what they need. They've had pretty clean entrances sometimes into ramp control. Now they finally follow up into a victory. Looking for 4 rounds, at least. Dupree now begins to up.
They can do anything.
Whoa, they're all over lower already. How did this even happen? Bubzkji, he's fighting from ramp. I don't think they have lobby control, do they? He's a bit in danger in this spot, but he's got a teammate rotating in from Turnpike to cover things. A great position here from Furia. Did they just get started?
They don't have bomb.
Too late? Oh my god, they don't have the bomb?
Bomb's on red box.
Magisk is watching this cross. Who has smokes? Henny, Vinny, and Yuri. And they'll have the...
all 3 of the players.
Okay.
Here. Bomb is now downstairs. They got the key piece of the puzzle.
Enormous plays, man. This actually is going to be a very hard... This might be a situation where Astralis don't even want to go for it. They've got the 2 ops on the retake. They're going to peel back, it looks like. Furia have won a round very cleanly. Not something I thought I'd say this half.
But even then, best case scenario, an 11-4 T side. That's not what Furia want. That's not what Furia need.
It's just literally, it's absolutely insane that Astralis got to this level again.
And so quickly.
Yeah.
Glaive just took back the reign.
It just says everything about Glaive. Like, it just says everything about Glaive. I don't even know what else to say. Glaive, Zonic, whoever, I mean, you know, Zonic's a consistent feature, but I think it's some of these mid-rounds by Glaive. Zonic said himself, of course, they trust Zonic with their lives. Like, he is a person that they said, like, they are not going to play without him. He has the ability to make roster moves on this team. He has final say. He has total reverence of everyone on the roster, but he said he gives them space when they're in the game. He said the IGL of the team, he believes, has a better feel for the game, no matter what, so he likes to favor them to call, and we know Glaive is always up for the challenge.
Device gonna drop Vinny. Final round of the first half here from Furia. They're trying their damnedest, but Astralis, oh my god, Glaive! Give them a chance. He's looking for another weapon as Yuri looks for an exit route. solution may be just right. Disconnect in console. Put an end to it. He's going to try 1v4 down on the B site. And that's what happens. Did you see that player cam? I just watched Yuri's soul leave his body. Astralis. Wow.
Right, those I can depend on, we tight. So all you foes jumping into our life, we're here to defend through the night. Roll hard with my road dogs. Anywhere we go far. Push limits and we push boundaries. When I'm here, there's no way around me. It's deeper than a friendship, family, like kinship. And we got a strong bond. Get close, you'll feel a strong arm. It's no secret we're united. Fight it. If you ain't got it, get a new crew. Same game, but it's new rules. You choose me, and I choose you. If they lose, then I lose too. No matter the situation, all for one for all. There is no hesitation. All for one for all. This is what we tell the haters. All for one for all. This is what dreams are made of. All for one for all. Try and bring what you want to this. There's no I in team, but there's one and quit. Don't let your fears penetrate and expose ya. Blood, sweat, and tears is what makes us closer. Together we are better. Break norms, never torn, we forever. You see a red like a stop sign. I got your back and you got mine. If you ain't got it, get a new crew. But it's no rules. You choose me, and I choose you. If they lose, then I lose too. No matter the situation, all for one for all. There is no hesitation. All for one for all. This is what we tell the haters. All for one for all. This is what dreams are made of. All for one for all. No matter the situation, all for one for all. There is no hesitation. All for one for all. This is what we tell the haters. All for one for all. This is what dreams are made of. All for one for all.
After that first half, FURIA wishes this was June of 2019 because Astralis in 2020 versus them, absolute masterclass. A half that FURIA didn't even seem to have any understanding as to what was going on because Astralis hit him with the curveball. Bubzkji in the server. Device is 16-3. And after overpass, we thought Nuke would be the turnaround. But if anything, Astralis have just continued to crank that dial towards a spot in the grand finals of DreamHack Masters Winter. Mouse Sports is watching this game right now. Kerrigan, you better be scared.
I would be really, I would be confused. I would be losing hair watching this game. This was trying to understand this first half. It was like trying to understand the Season 1 of Dark without subtitles and not being German.
It's a tall order, and this is a tall lead. 9 rounds the advantage for Astralis. 4-13. Art has been canceled this series. A pistol round that would give FURIA a fighting chance, or Astralis a 10-round lead.
They're trying to figure out where to go.
35 seconds.
Yeah, they're responding to the information adequately is a question. Well, they've got the lobby control. Well, one in Hut, that's big. Henny is in a very volatile spot suddenly. Up here in Fur, it'd be great except for this Heaven play. However, he handles that. Now he can put his attention forward. This is something special.
His feet are getting shot at. Dupree's going to run in here, looking to clear that rafter. Very low health for 3 of the 4 players of Astralis. Vinny's going to get 3 with the Berettas. All 3 through smoke. Let's cue that to the highlight reel.
Yeah, what the hell? So much of the action was going on inside of a smoke. It was so hard to see what the hell was going on. But, oh, he's the guy who came up the vent, too. He stopped them from being able to... That's why Dupree looked like he was just standing there. Dupree. This guy was balancing on 1 foot. two guns in hand.
How's he hanging onto the ladder?
It's just parkour. He had a foot on the ladder, foot on the wall.
It's like a spooter, man.
Cirque du Soleil.
Yuri's got the noob tube. Hanging out on top of Hut. Let's give FURIA the respect they deserve in the sense that maybe they can cool off this T side, but they tried their game plan. They played ferociously in that first half. Barely ever slowing down, but also barely ever successful. Now the ball's in their court. Vinny's going to see people coming at him. Able to take down Magus. Jumping headshot from Glave's block, and Henny lays down the AUG. 3 easy pickups. Still 7 rounds the difference. But at least FURIA haven't fallen completely flat.
Coming into the end of the year, just there's been so many incredible like storylines and matchups, and I feel like CS has never, I mean, it's definitely been in great places, but just the amount of things that have come in due to extenuating circumstances, due to just the amount of teams that have gotten good. There's been so many crazy correct This is one of the final ones that we need to kind of wrap up and get an idea of, and it's just the perfect coalition of, correct word, but the kind of the perfect time for these 2 teams to meet after earning their stripes on their way up in these last few series that they've won, shaking the rust off, getting stripes in, beating the same teams. And this is just not the way that I expected it to culminate. I mean, no one, of course, knew Bubzkji was going to come in. The fact that this Nuke was the CT side with this much aggression, such an atypical version of Astralis, but, you know, begged to respond to FURIA. Once again, looking like their game plan. It's custom tailored to their opponent, but to such a unique opponent, and to be able to see it so well tailored, that's the real surprise. Now we move on to the T side, and it's looking a lot more normal here for Astralis. They've done what they need to do, which is interesting. We see a smoke get thrown down in front of Art, a great way to deny outside control. Who better to be left the keys here to stop an outside lurk than Art?
Ooh, he's got just this little pocket of smoke grenades.
Oh man, I love this tactic. I love it. We'll maybe talk about that more in a second.
Sure, yeah. Once Caserado gets tested. Yuri's shotgun empty-handed. This is an A smash coming out of Astralis. And Art's going to lay down more damage, but Magus gets himself kills. 2 headshots on the entry. It looked like they had a hold, and Art will shave Bubzkji off of the play. It's a man advantage for Astralis, but they do have 2 players low. There's no kit currently in the play. Art's trying to find a way for Henny to get in here, but Henny's actually still at the base of ramp. Henny could come up into heaven and grab that kit, but they need a jackknife of a kill here. They need something to open up the bomb site, and it just doesn't seem like it's going to happen. FURIA, they concede a 13th after having the 5v4.
They don't even want to give it a shot after, I guess they have no utility left to work with. And now they'll get hunted down again, Device, in these late round situations. He's just been quietly walking around, one-bulleting people. Made me lose my mind in the first half. Wow, I can't believe Astralis answered back that strong, right? They lose the opening kill. It's supposed to look like a fake here for Astralis, but FURIA do 2 things. Number 1, with Art, they deny the information on the cross with the smoke, and they use 1 smoke to cancel out 3, and they put a player on the other side of it, and they get the kill on Glaive as well, but it just pushes Astralis into an exec, and it feels like every time they find Art, whether it's a kill or a death, it just forces them into an execute, and they've just been able to fall back on their guns as well. You know, we cannot only get mesmerized by the fact that the game plan's working out strong. Astralis are out-dueling them in spots where FURIA have an advantage, which is amazing in its own right.
Breeze on top of the silo, Glaive at the base of it. Henny has left Art to do what he does. He's just going to sit patient for the time being.
Going to hear them drop off of the back of silo, but of course there can still always be a lurk. Art will continue to be patient in this position. It's a really strong spot, even if he never ever flanks, but we'll see if that comes to Glaive. Let's see how deep this clear is. Art, the way he's holding it is so interesting. He's going to hear Glaive throw this out. He's going to let him wrap and not respond. Oh, wow, and Glaive just deep clears it.
Spotted with his back turned. A sitting duck for that frag. And if Vinny's not able to ice out this outer player, then suddenly Minis should be compromised too. And if that happens, this A-site's screwed. 30 seconds yet again. Astralis boiling it down to those final moments, making FURIA sweat. Henny's going to be fully blinded, misses his op shot. It's Glaive with another kill as Bubzkji also opens. Yuri, the only line of defense, but he gets split from like 3 directions. And Henny has been absolutely minimized. He's going to get peeked finally here at the end. It's Astralis with the 14th round.
Oh my God. Slow down, right? Like, Jesus, these splits. Art, I think he's playing anti-flash, probably holding in the wall, and Glaive literally just walks out in this default. Not what is expected. And 14-5, FURIA have no guns. Listen, all their recent games, none of them have been stomps versus the other teams that they've played. They've all been incredibly tenuous, stressful games, hard climbs back. So you'd think more would come of this. Again, FURIA's map pick. And they're getting picked apart like a rag doll with old stitching.
In the jaws of a bulldog. Henny, he will find that pistol kill, a little something for FURIA. But at this point, I mean, it's going to take more than just a sidearm frag to get that sign of life. Oh, Glaive, he just blows him into tomorrow with the frag. Art's on the mag 7, but single kill for him. Astralis 10 map and match points to secure a spot in the finals in a fashion that I can honestly say I did not see coming.
I thought this was 2-1 Astralis, not 2-0 Stomp Fest. No chance. Both halves, both sides. Astralis.
So much for the Dia de Furia.
Amazing for different reasons, right? I wonder if Rops is actually smiling, like Hisoka. My opponent has gotten strong enough.
It is time.
I cannot wait to fight them.
Oh, this is actually going to be such a good matchup for Mouse Sports. They may have showed us a little bit of a struggle in their game earlier today. But Godsent also looked awesome. And so did FURIA.
The only team at this tournament to beat Astralis was Godsent!
And Mouse Sports may have their chance tomorrow in a best of 5. Best of 5 Sunday CS. And FURIA, they want to be there. So they will continue to fight. Yuri, he's going to look to lock down Mini. It's only Bubzkji on the kill feed this round. FURIA fighting at least one more. This guy is 18-5. Don't let that smile fool you. He is a serial killer. Smoke grenade to work around with 20 seconds on the clock. Device, just let him have it, man. Maybe he slips out Mini and just walks away.
No, not with all the creativity in the world. Oh, goodness. Caserado will not let him escape. For what it's worth, they grab around.
Buy back up from Astralis, of course. That still leaves them with money in the bank. Glaive on an ump. A very concentrated effort from everybody on Astralis. They're going to try and smash into the A site. Caserado trying to get into position, but Dupree doesn't respect him at all. Like a rebellious teenager. Dupree does what he wants. And he's got Device to support him. A circle of friends inside this A site, but they forgot the bomb. That's a little bit awkward, but they could just close with kills. Another headshot comes in. There is nothing that is going to stop Astralis at this point. Yuri kind of drawn into the gunfire. And this round just gets artificially drawn out for no real reason. Wow.
That's a statement. This has answered some questions.
All the hype, all the build-up. FURIA coming from North America, all of their success. They were starting to finally feel good about themselves. And after 2 weeks of a come-up from FURIA, Astralis have broken them. Battered them, bruised them, bullied them, bombarded them on this A site. It is absolute aggression, and Astralis, well, this is absolutely stunning. Yuri's going to try his absolute damnedest to make them look mortal, but Glaive is going to close it as everyone expected. It felt like a win from the start. Astralis is back with new tricks as Bubzkji has a hell of a first showing.
He really did, and we didn't know what to expect from Bubzkji, but to be honest, this was an incredible team effort that unfortunately you're going to have to wait 3 minutes for us to unpick, but hopefully we'll make it worth the wait. It could have been the Dia de Furia, but Astralis said a quick goodnight to the Brazilians on Nuke as Glaive masterminded them out of the server and out of the DreamHack Masters winter. And first of all, I know you're dying to talk about him, so let's talk about Device, because Elliot sent us a crazy stat, which is in the, I think it was maybe in the first 8 rounds when Devi was with his pistol and then he got his AWP. He got 8 kills, and 7 out of those 8 were headshots.
Headshots right at the end of the round on the 5th player. Like, it doesn't even have anything to do with the strategy or anything in the round. It was just the weirdest thing that kept on happening. He was just walking around with his gun, no offense, like a bot, at turning corners and just executing people. And I say that because he was just playing it so calm, not because he was an actual god in that game. But it wasn't like he was flicking and crouching and moving quickly and running around the map, right? He was just literally patrolling and finding the last guy like he was a homing missile.
That's why I said James Bond, actually, because it looked like he was playing GoldenEye.
Yeah.
Center gun, complete total pivot, never moves a muscle, never has to flick, just makes it look so incredibly easy. 20 kills, 7 deaths. Device just impeccable, but look at the ADR across all of the players of Astralis. It's almost mirrored one after another. Entry kills, also almost even the entire way. This was not a win by any one particular player of Astralis. This was just Astralis back at the top.
And they've taken Bubzkji with them.
Yes, and he just fit in nicely. I mean, there wasn't much to say because of the second half. They were like, we didn't see how he fit on T side. On CT side, he'd come through with flanks. Honestly, I mean, it's not like he did a phenomenal job even holding ramp. He'd just fall back, whatever. He just got his kills where he needed to. And I don't know, like, it's not like the most complicated position in the world to play. He mowed him down. He had good aim, looked fine. I wish we would have seen the T side to see something, but there was just no holes. There was nothing else to exploit. Everyone was so rock solid.
It's almost like this inclusion of Bubzkji out of nowhere at the last minute leaves me with more questions because we didn't get to see that second half out of him. We don't know how much of a plan this is. We need that winner's interview because there's questions to be asked about this format of Astralis and why this just happened as convincingly as it did.
Well, I really do get hope that we actually get Bubzkji on the line. It's obviously down to Astralis and whether they want to give him to us, and we'll wait and find out who we're going to get. He is coming according to production, so hold on if you want to hear from the Bubmeister. Glaive's calls. Let's talk about that T side, though, because there's something you pointed out, which was that when they were losing players and they were trying to run a default, they'd be like, well, we got 3 of us. We're all here in lobby. We'll just take and execute, and we'll make it work.
Yeah, they basically, so like even on Overpass, a consistent thing is whenever they'd see art, they just move into their game plan. It's like they just wanted to avoid him. But in that position where Art made one cool play there on CT side, outside, got Glaive, threw the smoke down, everything like that, that was a really nice tactic. But it just forced them into an execute. And that was the moment that you saw that not only were Astralis really keeping up in terms of their tactic and game plan, they were just like able to out-entry. Like an upper execute should not be easy, especially when you're down a player. But Magus, Dupree, like they're just like in all-time form right now.
Should we talk to Bubzkji?
Let's do it.
Bubzkji, first of all,
Hello.
how the hell are you? We haven't seen you since September.
I'm good. I've been watching some CS, so it's great to finally be on the broadcast now, right?
Yeah, it's great to have you, and we've got to get you to spill the beans. How long has this substitution been in the making? Because all indications from Glaive & Co was that they were not going to do substitutions between maps. They didn't seem to like the idea, and now here you are.
I think we had a little bit on a really bad situation in terms of like implementing the system. Like we had to get Sipnix back from an old break, and he had to get like a real chance. If you compare it to Vitality, they have like 5 players who's played together for like a really long time. But when I came in, I had to like, you know, give some space to Sipnix, and they have to see how that works out first before they can even think about implementing me into the game. So yeah, it took some time.
In your position on ramp, is it Nuke specifically that you would like to play? Are you happy with ramp? Was that a map that you felt like would be a good one? Elliot brought up the stat that you have like really good stats on Astralis on Nuke. Is this partly your input?
Yeah, like I think I bring a different aspect to the game than Sipnix on Nuke specifically. So I think it was like a natural change that we could make sometimes, that if we play against a team, we need more like ideas and playmaking abilities I could be stopped in, and if we know they're really aggressive or something else, then maybe Sip would be the right to play. Kind of ironic that it's FURIA, but we just tried it out today.
Yeah, you guys looked like FURIA on that CT side. Could you talk about the game plan as a whole going in? Like, did you expect it to be so many early duels with all those spams through hut and pushes?
Yeah, I mean, I think what works against teams who play really aggressive is that if you just they want you to play passive so they can do the move, but it's way better that if you just push them and you bring the pressure on them so they can't push, then it's way easier to play against if you just camp like other teams do. And I think that's why they have great success against other teams, because they just play very slow and default, and they break it up with their aggression.
And finally, on the T side, we didn't really get to see it because you guys did such a great job on CT side. What was the game plan going to look like versus FURIA specifically? Were you just going to play your regular style Nuke since you could control the pace more on T side, wait for pushes? What was the idea?
I think in the start it was we went a lot of default into lobby because we knew that they're not really a very yard heavy team. They like to push lobby early rounds and try to gather some info there. So that was the game plan, and then we just did a lot of default and see what their game plan was.
Bubzkji, it's been a while since we've seen you. I want the honest truth, man. Is it harder to sit on the bench and watch this project go on without you? Did you expect to have had to wait this long before you'd get a chance to come back into the server? Has it had an impact on your confidence? Were you nervous today? What's it been like?
Yeah, there's been a little bit nerves today. I can feel a little bit of shaking orders already now. So it's so long. Like I used to play almost daily, right, with Mad Lions and other teams. So it was really natural to just play all the time. Now I think it's exactly like 3 months ago today or something since I played my last official, right? So that really played into it. And what was the first part of your question again?
Just sort of like, did you expect to have to wait this long? Has it been frustrating? What's the emotional side of it, not just the nerves of playing today?
Yeah, I mean, you always want to play, but you don't want to play to lose. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but I don't want to play just to make the team lose. Then I would rather go somewhere else. So after my first impression I had with the team, I played pretty poorly. I was super over-aggressive and played like I was the one who had to carry and stuff like that. And that didn't really work out. Now I've had some time to like gather my thoughts and see how Sipnix does it or somebody else does it. And I think we're way more on the same page now.
Bubzkji, before I let you go, I also wanted to ask about your relationship with Glaive and how you proved that you could work in a team under him, because there was an interview he did on HLTV Confirmed, and he gave a very open message to you about the fact that he wanted to see you towing the line a bit more and not just going in all guns blazing. So tell me about what that felt like and the process to get to the point where you could play with him.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was kind of... We already talked about this when I was first substituted out, right? I was too aggressive for the positions that I was supposed to play. So we tried to, like, reschool me to do other things and more calmly, and it's just a process which took a long time. And Glaive plays a lot like me, at least like the old me, where I would be the one making the plays and stuff like that, but I'm fine with doing this. And Glaive is really good at doing plays, so I have no... against him doing it.
Well, thank you so much for talking to us. And actually, yeah, of course, I've got to ask, Mouse Sports tomorrow, how are you feeling about the grand final?
Oof. I don't even know what maps are going to be played, right? So,
are we going to see you back?
Do you come in on Nuke every time?
Is it BO3?
It's a best of 5, mate.
Right now we're working on different maps, like which maps, and also not just doing it like Vitality, where every time Nivera plays or every time he plays, so we don't stand in this situation maybe one day that, oh, we have a LAN now and we can't switch out, what do we do? Then we know still Zipex still knows how to play Nuke, and he still knows how to play whatever map it could be, right?
That's an interesting way of putting things. Thank you so much, Bubzkji. We will see you in that grand final tomorrow and give our best to the rest of the team. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's a really interesting point that he was referencing there, which is that they're going to kind of take it map by map, but also it's going to be different to Vitality because it could still be Zipnix playing on Nuke. They're just going to take it team by team. So I'm wondering, who would you put on that ramp position if you were choosing how Astralis will do things against Mousesports?
I think like your ramp rotator might be a bit more of a complicated spot, like when to come and help, when to fall back. But your ramp player themselves, their protocols, they kind of play for themselves a lot. Or, you know, they have to know when to push and stuff. It's not easy by any means, but I say of the CT positions, it's one of the more plug-and-play spots. So I could see how you could learn that spot more quickly, and I think that's maybe one of the easier places to put them in.
What about if we do get to see that T side? Because Bubzkji was saying he's going to be more of a playmaker than Zipnix is, so he's going to be more aggressive, I'm guessing.
On the T side?
Yeah.
I don't know what that looks like when they actually end up playing. I think basically he's handing over the keys to Glaive and letting him take a lot of the opening kill action, I suppose. Maybe he'll be more second in, but I have no idea what the T side will look like.
Do you think we could see him on any maps other than Nuke?
I think at this point, seeing as how it came so far out of nowhere with this, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Again, even interviewing Bubzkji, it still just feels like there's too many questions. It doesn't seem like it's going to be map specific based on what he just finished up by saying, right? That they want everybody to still be able to play all maps. So if that's the case, then maybe it's not just Zipex that he could be, taking that spot from. Astralis just became that much more mysterious.
Maybe they play Mirage now.
Well, we'll find out tomorrow. I have a feeling not Mirage, but after they put Bubzkji on,
anything's possible.
Anything is possible. Here's an update of the players bracket. Let's make it official, ladies and gentlemen. Mouse versus Astralis is going to be your grand final for the European division tomorrow. Oh, I can't wait for that one. I'm doing the hand motion, boys. Oh, it's going to be a really, really good one. And you know what else is going to be a good one? When our friends Pomp, Bonks and Moniac are here with the North American semi-finals. They've got Chaos versus Yeah Gaming. That's going to be coming up first. I think we're pretty good too, though.
Yeah, I think we do pretty
Even if I do say so myself. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you very much. We will see you guys tomorrow for our grand finals, but stick around. There's more to come.